Go ahead.
My name is Richard Tinky. I'm from Local 946 here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I worked at International Paper for 13 years. We were notified last Friday they were closing our doors forever. This affects 77 members and family members, community. This is all due to Reagan's trick down the economy. They close the bigger businesses and the smaller ones that get shut down later on down the road. As you see behind me, this building, this is what this town's turning into. People that used to be proud going to work, now they're not. That's what I'm seeing in my plant now. Anger, hate, disbelief. So this is what we need to bring jobs home and bring back as proud members of the community. Right now we don't have it.
Yes, my name is Lee Weber. I've been in Kalamazoo all my life. I've worked and retired from Checker Motors. Worked here for 36 years. And I would like to have seen this factory continue, but such as it is, it didn't.
Yeah, my name is Jim Norwood, the former local president of United Steelworkers here at Checker Motors in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I worked at Checker for 42 and a half years, and I got out away from Checker just before they closed. And anyway, I just want to give a little background. They produce Checker taxi cabs for many years, Checker Aerobuses, Marathons, once I said before, taxi cabs. And anyway, a long time ago, they produced Army trailers even, and ambulances for, I think, Italy, overseas. And anyway, I'm here talking today about, all this outsourcing. Part of the reason I'm here is that, when our plant closed, we lost our jobs to Canada. All the main production jobs went to two companies in Canada. And, I'm here talking about the Senate Bill 3364. That the Republicans have just filibustered, and it's just the right thing to do. It's the American thing to do. Why would you give companies tax breaks for outsourcing these jobs overseas when we've got high unemployment rate in the United States? It just blows my mind. I can't understand it.
Okay, I worked at James Rivers for 28 years, and another company came in and bought us out. They were spun off into Crown Vantage, and all the debt was put on Crown Vantage because they couldn't sell it outright. So we only survived a few years on that, and they couldn't sell it, so all the debt went on that company, and James Rivers kind of walked away with it, with all the debt on that company, so we had no way to survive. So I was there and I watched every paper machine go down, 6 paper machines go down, and walked out of there with a really empty feeling, walking into the parking lot knowing it's the last time you were going to be there after 28 years, and I worked with a good bunch of guys. So then I got a job at American Axle, and it went really good for about 6 years, and then they had a strike, and they cut our wages and froze the pension, and took a lot of other things away. So I took the buyout from there, and in the meantime, while we were on strike, the CEO took a big pay cut, or a big pay raise, a big bonus, which didn't help us either, our attitudes and stuff. So then luckily I got into graphic. So I'm in graphic right now, and I'm very, very fortunate to get a job at my age. I'm almost 60 now, so I got the job there at about 56. So I was very fortunate to have insurance now and everything, and that's the main thing now. You just want to make a decent wage, and you want to have insurance and everything, so you can even help your family out and live a halfway decent life, And that's the problem, I think, nowadays, is they've cut so many people. People are scared about spending any money, so the economy suffers too. And then the outsourcing and everything of jobs makes it really difficult too, because people lose it, and it just puts you in a different frame of mind when you lose your job. You know what I mean? You're not the same person you were before. It's just and kind of a trickle down effect, So. And then you read the papers all the time about the increases and stuff like that, and you just wonder, how these people are going to pay. And I really feel sorry for retired people now that are stuck on one income, and everything goes up, and they worked all their life in these companies and stuff. If you don't keep the companies going to survive, they're not paying into the pot, so these people aren't going to get their insurance anymore. Their insurance is going to be cut. and you know, they could, you know, cut their pensions too, which they're trying to do now too. So how are these people going to live, you know, after they've lived their life and put 40 years into a company, you know, and dedicated their whole life to a company, you know, and they made a lot of sacrifices down the road, you know. So I just think they have to really start looking at this before we have kind of a rebellion in this country of the middle class. And the middle class is one that stimulates the economy, as far as I'm concerned. They buy and sell, you know, and they've always done that in the industry where these guys would stimulate it, and now they're taking them down too, you know. So.